Less than 2 weeks after NASCAR veteran Mike Wallace announced that he would be competing or attempting to compete in the Daytona 500, NASCAR announced that he will not even be given the opportunity to qualify. He has been barred from competing in the race. Not only has he been barred from competing in the Daytona 500, but he has been barred from all NASCAR races in 2025, including the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, as well as the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Let's get into this right here. I'll roll this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. A post on NASCAR.com says this: NASCAR competition officials confirmed Monday that driver Mike Wallace is not approved for his previously announced attempt to qualify for this year's Daytona 500. As for why he was barred from competition, the post said this: because Wallace has not raced on an intermediate or larger racetrack since 2015, at this time he is not approved to race at the NASCAR Cup Series level. The post noted his last NASCAR Cup race was in the Daytona 500 in 2015, where he finished 36th. He did compete in 3 races for JD Motorsports in the Xfinity Series in 2020. It also noted that Wallace has won 3 times at Daytona. Back in 1994, he won in the ARCA Menard Series. Then in 2000, he won in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And his third win came in 2004 in the Xfinity Series. Wallace reacted to the news on Facebook. This is what he wrote: "To my utter shock and devastation, at 4 o'clock today, NASCAR competition director Elton Sawyer called me to inform me that NASCAR has decided not only to not approve me for Daytona 500, but at this time not approved to race in the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series in 2025, but could go through their process to possibly get approved for 2026. This comes as a total shock, as the president of NASCAR last week, in a real phone call, told me all was good and he will see me in Daytona. I owe this posting to all my fans and non-fans who are so supportive through the great messages and postings of support, as they say I inspired them. Please show your love and support to Carl Long and the complete MBM Motorsports team, as this has now put them in a terrible position, as I was not just the driver, but also committed to sponsorship for their Daytona 500 effort. I had sponsorship commitments for the effort around me, and I don't know if he was going to post something there, he deleted it, and then forgot to fix the sentence or whatever. That sometimes happens, I get it. Anyways, he says, help them find an approved driver and plenty of money. Thank you, Doug Yates, for being in my corner and supportive. I guess we won't get that Daytona 500 pit road picture after all. Brother Kenny, I love you and thanks for showing me so much love. In closing, on January 22 will be the 1-year date of my wife of 44 years, Carla's passing. I love my family, and we had a plan for a great family picture on pit road at Daytona. Thank you, my friends. Mike Wallace, 3 times Daytona winner, and many others. As I said previously, Wallace did announce he was going to attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500 back on January 2nd during an appearance on his brother Kenny's YouTube channel. This is what he said. What happened is real simple. Carl Long and I have raced together before in the past, and I was reading a little posting Carl had put up about all the great things he had going on with his race team and had a Yates motor for Daytona, but hadn't had a driver aligned yet. I thought, heck, let me call him. Let me see what he's doing. And literally this conversation happened at 11 o'clock one night. We texted back and forth. We texted until midnight, and at midnight he goes, I want you to drive my car in the Daytona 500. He goes on in the video talking about some of the challenges he was going to face in the new car, specifically when it comes to shifting and then shifting on pit road, so not to blow up the motor. And he talked about how he was going to be doing a ton of practice so that would not happen. And he was pretty confident that he was going to be able to qualify for the race and make the field, but he's no longer even given the chance to qualify now. So it sucks, man. It sucks. I know there's people out there who were saying he's too old. He obviously hasn't raced before. And when I think we've seen Dale Earnhardt Jr., we've seen Kenny Wallace kind of push back on some of those folks. I'm of the opinion that he's a qualified race car driver. If he's got the money, he's got the team, and he wants to try to attempt to race in the Daytona 500, why would you not give him that chance? I think it's just utterly ridiculous that NASCAR isn't even allowing him the chance to do that, especially someone who has given so much to the sport in the past. And just to deny him like this, it's wrong. It's just wrong. To not even give him the opportunity, I think, is wrong. I think he should have been given the opportunity to at least attempt to qualify and to make the field, and they have completely taken that away from him. Just don't agree with that whatsoever. And there's plenty of people who get out there and are able to race well into their 50s and 60s and even into their 70s. I think Red Farmer was racing last year. These guys can still race and they can still compete with the best of them. And they're good. They're good at what they do. And to deny Mike Wallace, I just think is wrong. He should be able to compete in this race, or at least attempt to compete in this race, attempt to qualify. And they've completely just taken that opportunity away from him. And it's wrong. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. And just a last thing, like he's saying that the president promised him in a phone call that it was good. And then he gets another phone call a couple days later, week later, saying, nah, you're out. I mean, it's just, that's kind of messed up too. It's just, that's awful. I mean, how could you say that? How could you say that to someone and then a week later they're telling you that you can't? I think that's dirty. That's just dirty. But anyways, let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.